CinemorphX is the latest addition to Sample Logic's product line. CinemorphX is a comprehensive collection of sounds, over 30 gigabytes of samples, arranged into 4 categories: atmospheres, complex swirling textures, instrumentals, playable pads and layers, loops, and percussives. These samples previously made up the contents of 3 now discontinued products: Air Expanded, Synergy, and Elements. So with CinemorphX, you're getting the equivalent of 3 libraries worth of sample material. But the programming and feature set of CinemorphX is all new and top modern, as is the huge collection of factory presets. CinemorphX organizes its samples into multiple layers. A Soundcore consists of 2 samples, or sound sources, and a preset contains from 1 single core up to 4 multi-cores. The multi-core presets are the heart of the instrument, providing rich, dense textures of up to 8 layered samples, which can be cross-faded and morphed in various ways. Perfect for creating rich, shifting textures across various scenes in film scores and games. A generous collection of presets is included, and when it comes time to customize your sounds, each of the 4 cores has a full set of programming controls, including envelopes, filters, and effects, as well as options for animation between the source samples. There's also a selection of global effects, which are applied to all cores and have their own options for animation. CinemorphX has one of the most comprehensive arpeggiator sequencers around, dubbed the Step Animator. Here you can sequence any or all of the multi-cores in a sound, applying the animator to velocity, pitch, pan, and length, as well as generating stutter effects, and different steps can have their own individual parameters for an unparalleled level of tweakability. A highly flexible randomization feature lets you quickly come up with new ideas, anything from completely new sounds and effects to more specific variations of selected parameters on particular patches. It's a pretty deep instrument with a pretty deep set of programming controls. Sounds in CinemorphX are put together by building up layers of samples from the extensive sample library. An instrument can be made of up to 8 samples, which can be balanced in a variety of ways, via LFOs, joysticks, and MIDI performance controls. The display consists of 2 pages: the main page, where you load and edit sounds and effects, and the Step Animator page, where you program arpeggiator patterns. In the main page, a CinemorphX instrument, a preset, is made up of between 1 and 4 sound cores. The sound core is the basic level of organization. Each sound core consists of up to 2 samples, called sound sources. These are loaded here, from the 30 gigabyte collection of samples that comes with CinemorphX. There are several controls that affect the balance between the 2 sound sources in a core. Each of the 4 sound cores has a comprehensive set of controls for shaping its 2 layered samples. These include basic settings like volume and pan, but also a full set of adjustments, which are accessed with a click here. There's an ADSR envelope, low and high cut filters, pitch mod, and a convolution effect. And to top it off, there are up to 4 effects selectable from a comprehensive effects menu, which are applied only to the samples in that sound core. You can have up to 4 sound cores at once, each with its own pair of samples, parameter settings, and effects. These can be morphed in real time via the joystick control in the center of the display. At the bottom are the global effects. These are applied to all 4 sound cores and are chosen from the same comprehensive collection of effects. And once again, each has its own set of user-adjustable controls in addition to a few factory presets. The other page accesses the controls for the arpeggiator, the Step Animator. You have a great degree of control for creating complex and interesting arpeggiation patterns, including some less common effects like gliding and stuttering. There is a large collection of factory patterns available to choose from, and you can create and save your own custom creations as well. CinemorphX, with its generous library of sampled sound sources, the various synth-style programming parameters, the individual and global effects, the various ways to morph between sound samples and sound cores, and the comprehensive Step Animator, provides all the tools you'll need to play and program rich, complex sounds.